Hello there, Fresh Start Community Church. This is your pastor, Pastor Brian, sharing with you today our third part of our technology training. And this one, we're going to be covering the topic of Zoom. Now, many of you have heard about Zoom, I'm sure, and have even been part of this for quite a while. And some of you may have not heard of Zoom. So, Zoom basically is a conferencing website, a place where people can send out invites and basically do a class setting or a conference setting or even a hangout setting to where a person can share, just like we are right now, with one another. Now, usually, whenever you go on Zoom, it's going to look like the Brady Bunch. There's going to be a bunch of little squares here with different people's faces, and this allows you to communicate with one another in real time while seeing one another. Now, the beauty of Zoom is that it is a free service for up to a certain amount of people for up to a certain amount of time. After that, you have to pay for the service. But for our purposes here at Fresh Start, the reason that we're wanting to use Zoom is for a couple things. One, for those that can't get out on Sunday mornings to be a part of our Sunday school classes, or maybe they're getting ready at home still, trying to get the kids together, and they can still be a part of our Sunday school class. For those that aren't able to get out, and for those that are shut in. Now, we are going to encourage you as well to utilize Zoom if you can for things like small groups. You can still have small groups in person, but to include people, 50 plus events. If someone can't be there in person, maybe they can come in for a little bit on Zoom, different activities for people that are out of state. So having Zoom allows people to be together even when they can't be in the same exact location. Now, this is a very powerful tool for many reasons. One, it allows us to have community, and we want to have community as much as possible during these times. And the other thing is, it allows us to minister to one another. Even though we have a lot of folks that can't be here, this gives them a chance to be together, to hear each other's voice, to see each other's faces, and be able to speak life and truth into one another. So I hope that this helps you understand how Zoom works and why this may be an effective thing for you. So let's go ahead and pull up Zoom so we can take a look at it. Now, I'm in Zoom recording this right now, so kind of an interesting tool. All right, so you're going to see right here, if we go to Zoom, it's going to give you all this stuff, solutions, plans, pricing, all that information. But don't worry too much about that. All you have to do is go over here and say you want to try it out or click on it. It's going to ask you for some information like all things. And then once it's there, you can then have your own. So once you're logged in, then you can do something simple as join a meeting or host a meeting or go to your account. Right now, we're going to show you how to host a meeting first, because I think that's probably going to be the first thing that you want to know how to do. So if you click on host meeting, it's going to give you a couple options: with video off, with video on, or screen share only. Right now, I'm sharing my screen with you so you can see what's happening on the computer. So you can do that as well. You can share whatever's on there. If you're watching a movie and you want to watch a movie with other people, you could do that. So you're going to click on host a meeting. And in this case, we're going to have our video on. All right. So when it shows you all this stuff, it just basically says always open up. That's not a problem at all. So we'll do that. And if I wanted to start this meeting, I would have to leave the meeting I'm in. So we can't do that at the moment. All right. But I want to kind of show you what that looks like. So you could go launch meeting. Now over here, you can go to host a meeting or join a meeting. You can see all these kind of things here that happen, or you can even click on schedule a meeting. All right. So you can do that through your account. So this is my account. All right. And you're going to see over here to the side, you can attend live trainings, video tutorials, knowledge base. But up here is what I really want you to pay attention to, which is schedule a meeting. All right. So you're going to go here to schedule a meeting if you choose to do that. And you can name your meeting. So let's say you want to do Sunday school. All right. Then we can write a description. Pastor Brian's Sunday school. Then we're going to choose our date. So let's say that it's Sunday. So we should probably click the 28th. We can click our start time, which let's say our normal Sunday school time starts at 9 and then 9 a.m. Then over here, we're going to have duration. Now, for your duration, if you're using their free account, it's only an hour. If you're using a paid account, then you can have more. There you see your time zone. You can set this up for recurring meetings. So every Sunday, this would show up at 9 a.m. You can put down registration required if you wanted to. You can have your passcode, which is security. This is an important part right here. It says waiting room. So if you know that you're sending this out and you want to make sure you're verifying only specific people can join in, this allows you to set it up to where you have to approve that person to come in. Now, you don't have to have that, so it's not a problem. And then over here, you can put video on for the host. And if you want to see your participants, your friends, you want to click them on as well. All right. You also want to be able to look here to see how they're going to communicate. Now, if people call in, are you going to let them do that? Or if they're only going to use their computer? I usually like to say telephone and computer audio. That way, if anybody's coming in, whatever they're using, they can be a part of it. You can also see allow participants to join at any time, mute participants upon entry, and automatically record meeting, and approve or block entry. All right. So you can allow them to join anytime just by clicking here, or if you don't want to hear everybody talking, you can mute them when they first come in. This is very handy if you're going to have a bunch of unruly people, or if you're in the middle of prayer, so that they don't come in and just start talking in the middle of it. Okay. Now, if we click save, which we're going to, and I can delete this later, you're going to see a couple things that show up. First of all, it's going to tell us our name. It's going to tell us we can start this meeting immediately. It's going to tell us all this good stuff, how we can add it to our calendar. The most important part is this link right here. So this link is what you're going to send to people. So you can send this through your email. The easiest way to do this is to copy it. So you can copy invitation. And this is what the invitation will look like. And then we just simply copy it. And it's copied to our clipboard. And then we can paste that in our email or on our Facebook page or wherever you want to do it. What you're going to look for is specifically this link right here. So whenever it goes out to the person, they're going to click on that and it's going to take them directly to that room. All right. You have to have Zoom to be in Zoom. All right. But ultimately, it will take you right to that room. You can be a part of that. Okay. Hopefully that was helpful for you as far as starting a meeting or hosting a meeting. Now I want to go back. I'm going to stop sharing here and go back to Zoom where I'm at currently. So you're going to see a couple things. I want you to be familiar with the dashboard on Zoom. So up top, usually there's not a lot going on there. Different ones will have that, but you're going to see a couple things. First of all, let's say that I know I have to sneeze and you don't want me sneezing right there, right? So I can simply So now I click unmute and you can hear me again. So this is good. Please know that if this is on, they cannot hear you. And that's good. If your dogs are barking or you have to use the restroom, please mute yourself. That's an important thing. Or if you have to carry on a conversation, or if your TV's on in the background, you still want to be a part of it, just click the mute button. And you're going to see it. It's going to show up as a red line right here. Another thing that you can do is at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see stop video. Now, stop video looks like a camera. And if you click on it, simply it's going to stop the video and it'll look like this. Okay. So you can type any name you want there. You can change that up however you want to do that. Always be considerate. So if you are needing to do something, once again, to be away from the screen, you can do that. It shows people you're still there. But we can't see you. And all you got to do is start video again to bring that back so they can see you again. So once again, if you have to get up and use the restroom, you're talking to somebody, you don't have a shirt on. So please stop the video to make that happen. You're also going to see a couple other things at the bottom of the dashboard. Security, for example, is going to allow you to do a couple different things with that, rename different things along those lines. You're also going to see participants. Participants are going to show you who's on there. You can invite them, you can mute them, you can do a bunch of different things. There's also going to be chat at the bottom of the screen, and that way you can type in a message and you can chat instead of speaking out loud. You can chat with one another in the group. You can choose if that goes privately to one person or to everyone. You can also stop the recording or start the recording, and then you can also add reactions as well. So like a little thumbs up, right? or different reactions. So if you don't like what someone's saying, there's also a great one called raise hand. Raise hand pops up. It lets people know that you are raising your hand so you have something to say, just like you would in the classroom. Many of our teachers are using Zoom. A lot of places are using that. And it's just important for us to recognize that this is a great way for us to minister to others and to connect with other people. Once again, if you can't get out of the house, if you're having trouble doing that, join us on Zoom. We are doing our Sunday school classes. So this Sunday, Pastor Tommy's class has Zoom links. You can find those on our Facebook page. My Sunday school class has Zoom links. You can find those on the page. So you can be a part of the class as well. We're looking to do this more, especially with our small groups. We have small groups that meet already. Maybe you can't meet, maybe you can't get out of the house, maybe you don't have time to do that, but you still want to be together. So we'll have Zoom links for some of our small groups as well. So I would encourage you guys, try using technology, play around with it. It's not going to hurt you, I promise. Just try what you can, see what makes a difference. So I hope this is helpful for you. As always, if you have any questions, you can call our office at 405-794-7313, and hopefully we can help you figure it out. Or if you want to stop by the office, we're welcome. You're welcome to do that as well. But we would encourage you, find new ways to minister to people and be ministered to through technology today. Thank you guys for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you soon here at Fresh Start.